Good morning, children. Today we are going to do, what do you know? We are going to revise letter writing, formal letter writing. Okay. So today we are going to revise letter writing. Letters are written communications. Writing letters is an art and it is mastered through practice. The importance of letter writing cannot be emphasized. Overemphasized. Letters develop social discourse, strengthen business relations, and win over the officers and employers. Kinds of letters. Letter writing can be divided into two main kinds: formal and informal. Formal letters include business letters, applications for jobs, letters to editors, letters to principal or officers, and letters of complaints to authorities. Informal letters are written to friends, relatives, acquaintances, and teachers. These include private and personal matters such as condolences, congratulations, invitations, etc. The syllabus specifies the following letter types: editors to school, college authorities. Formal letters, the structure of a formal letter, it has 7 parts: the address of the sender, including the date, the inside address, the salutation, subject, heading, the body of the letter, the subscription, and the signature. Each part begins on the left-hand side margin. The block format is used and there is no indentation. One line may be left to indicate the beginning of a new part or paragraph. 1a, the address of the sender. The complete address of the sender is written on the top of the page, preferably on the left side. Without punctuation marks, etc. Example: 237 Jyoti Apartments, Ashok Vihar, New Delhi 110048. B. The date is written just below the sender's address. In formal letters, dates can be written as under. This is how it should be written. The former is the British style, while the latter is the American style. In our country, mostly, some people have started using the American style. Students should avoid writing dates as 10, 7, 11. No. You still do that, children. Don't do that. The inside address. The inside address is written below the date line after leaving some space. M.S. Kapoor Brothers, Paper Merchants, Chowri Bazaar, Delhi 110006. However, the word MS means Messrs should not be used before the name of firms trading under an impersonal name such as Golden Careers, Karnataka Small Scale Industries. Before the name of firms begin with a singular proper noun. Before the name of firms begin with a singular proper noun such as Gupta Sales Corporation, Anil Hardware Stores, etc. Then the salutation or greeting. Okay, before the name of firms beginning with a singular proper noun. Yes, that I already told you. The salutation or greeting, the writer uses appropriate words for the receiver according to his or her relation. The salutation comes just below the address of the recipient. Its first and last word should be written with a capital letter. A comma may be put after the salutation. Example: business letters we write dear sir, dear sirs. In official letters, applications, or letters to the editor, we write sir, dear sir, respected sir, madam, dear madam, dear sirs, or sir. It's like that, okay? Then subject heading, mention the heading on the subject below, the salutation in the middle. The subject should be mentioned briefly. This helps in speedy compliance and disposal. The body of the letter. Okay, it is the most important part of the letter. It contains the actual message to be conveyed. It may be broken into various paragraphs, each paragraph dealing with only one idea. Begin with a new paragraph. A formal letter must have at least 3 paragraphs in the body of the letter. Introductory para, main body of the letter, and concluding para. The subscription, it is also called the complimentary clause. It is simply a polite way of leave taking. It should agree in style and tone with the salutation. If you have used sir or madam in your salutation, the subscription is tours faithfully. Okay, it is yours faithfully. However, if the person addressed is known to the writer and is addressed as dear sir, madam, then it is yours sincerely may be used. Okay, note. Do not write truly yours truly. Yours doesn't have an apostrophe, and remember, thanking you is grammatically wrong and should not be used. Beginning with to and ending a letter with from is now considered obsolete. Obsolete means no more in use. The format of a letter is on the left side. The signature is put below the subscription. In formal letters, the name and designation should follow the signature. Some optional parts. Reference number, it appears between the writer's address and date. Here you may give file number, letter number, then enclosures and all that, Yes. Copies, CC, sender copy, guidelines. Writing good business official letters. Be brief, clear, concise and to the point. Use a proper layout. That is very important. Layout must be in block format or indented format. Use the punctuation marks. The use of punctuation marks is adopted in the indented form but is dispensed with in the block format. Do not mix the two formats. It would be better for you to practice and follow the block format which is in vogue. Convey facts briefly but impressively. Develop your points into paragraphs, then have a conclusion. Yes. Use simple and direct language. That is very important. Avoid the use of long and high-sounding words and ambiguous constructions. Be courteous. Be polite. Even while lodging a complaint or criticizing, you should be polite and charming. Remember the following points about block format. There's no indentation. Each block begins with the margin on left-hand side. Extra space should be left between different sections and paragraphs. Omit punctuation marks in address, date or salutation. Use it throughout. Do not mix the two systems. Marks are awarded as unter. Look at this. Okay, here's a sample letter. You bought a refrigerator 2 months ago from Mohan Sales, Ashok Vihar, Bangalore. It has developed certain problems regarding its functioning. Cooling has stopped and it is making a lot of noise. Write a letter of complaint to the manager asking him for immediate repair or replacement of the same. You are Sachin or Shashi of 61 Pratap Enclave, Bangalore. Write it in 100 to 125 words. So, here's the answer for you. 61 Pratap Enclave, Bangalore. You have to write that 17 December, whatever the year. The manager, Mohan Sales, Ashok Vihar, Bangalore 5300 and all that. Then, dear sir, subject. What is the subject? Complaint against a defective refrigerator. On 15th October 20, I bought a new refrigerator. Model Whirlpool NEOD F278PRMZ. Yes, this is the model number. Any electronic item that you buy, it has a model number written on it, and you have to write this for reference from your showroom. I'm extremely disappointed as it stopped working after 1 month of purchase. I would like the problem to be resolved between us. However, if the matter is not resolved, I will have to move the consumer court. Looking forward for hearing from you. Yours faithfully, Sachin. Okay, the next one. Last month you purchased a TV set from Ram Electronics Pushp Vihar Ambala. It is not working properly. Imagine a few defects. Write a letter of complaint in 120-250 words to the manager asking for repair or replacement. You are Amar or Amrita of M114 Model Town, Ambala. So this is how you have to answer this question. Have a look, children. Okay, your address, then date, then the manager. Whom are you writing to? The manager, Ram Electronics, Pushp Vihar Ambala, dear sir. Then the subject, complaint against defective TV set. I am pained to bring to your notice the poor quality of Samsung TV set bought from your shop last week against receipt number 6489 on 13th March. Whatever the year, soon after the installation, the screen got pixels and the picture quality turned bad. Even the sound quality is miserable and the screen goes blank off and on. I request you to replace the set as it has multiple defects. So it has. You have to request for installing a new one. I have been your loyal customer for decades and hope that my complaint will be given top priority, failing which I shall be constrained to approach your consumer court for redressal. Yours faithfully, Amar. Okay, last month you went to Ooty and stayed at a hotel Greenview for a week. Hotel Greenview for a week. Within 2 days you found that the facilities provided there. So the facility provided were not good and you had to leave the hotel on reaching home at Chennai. You decided to write a letter of complaint to the manager describing all that went wrong there. Demand a refund of the money paid in advance. Write a letter in, the number of words is given there. So first you have to write your address, date. To whom are you writing? The manager, Greenview, Church Road, Ooty. Dear sir, subject, poor in-house service. I stayed at your hotel for a week. Within 2 days, I found that facilities being provided were below par. The bathroom fittings were faulty and the room service was very bad. I was very much disturbed as an extremely noisy neighbor kept on entertaining visitors till 2 a.m. There was no caretaker during my stay in the hotel. As a result, I had to leave the hotel. In view of the unsatisfactory customer service, I would request you to refund the money that I paid in advance. An amount of whatever the amount was deposited with you. Yours faithfully, Omar. Okay, one more question. Due to insanitary conditions in the colony, the population of rodents has been multiplying, exposing the residents to multiple diseases. Write a letter to the municipal commissioner bringing the problem to his notice and urging him to take urgent action in the matter. You are Suraj or Supriya of Bijli Apartments, 12 MG Road, Chennai. Here's the answer. So this is how you have to write, children. Look at it. Address, date. Dear sir, subject, insanitary conditions in the colony leading to multiple diseases. I have been a resident of Bijli Apartments, MG Road for the past 11 years. I would like to bring to your notice the insanitary conditions in our colony. Rubbish and garbage lie in heaps for foraging rodents. Lack of drainage system raises a persistent foul smell in the area. During the rainy season, water stagnates in many pits on the street. These become the breeding ground for mosquitoes, which expose the residents to multiple diseases such as dengue and malaria. Our colony has become an unhealthy and disease-prone area. You are requested to take immediate remedial action to set things right. The municipal authorities need to be pulled off for this, and fumigation of the stagnant water bodies be done on an urgent basis. Hopefully, this will be taken up on a priority basis, lest it should become too late. Supriya Abraham. One more sample letter. You are Kailash or Kumkum of 92 Govind Dham, Kolkata. You have received a letter from your brother who is staying in the hostel of Shakti Mandir Public School, Darjeeling, stating that he is being bullied by some senior students who threatened him with severe consequences if he complained. Write a letter to the hostel warden requesting him to take urgent action. So this is how you have to write. Subject. What is the subject here? Bullying of a class 10 student by seniors. With due respect, I bring to your notice that my brother Kailash Raj of class 10th D has been staying in dormitory number 20 for the last 6 months. He has been facing lot of bullying because of being a newbie in the hostel premises. As a result, he is going through a lot of stress. So he is going through a lot of stress. He has been even threatened of serious consequences by these bullies if he complains. Such practices bring a bad name to an institution. I am concerned about my brother's life, who is undergoing traumatic times. He is even contemplating leaving the hostel. I request you to take immediate remedial action before things get out of hand. Okay, so who has written this? Kumkum Raj. Next letter. You are Akash Akriti of 1 Jahangir Puri, Lucknow. You are deeply concerned about the number of road accidents in your area. You strongly feel that reckless driving by the youngsters is the primary cause of such accidents. Write a letter to the Traffic Police Commissioner requesting him to take prompt and appropriate action. Give concrete suggestions to deal with the problem. Here's the answer. Address, date. The Traffic Police Commissioner, Civil Lines, Lucknow. Dear Sir, subject: increase in the number of road accidents. I would like to draw your attention to the increase in the number of road accidents in our locality. Reckless and drunken driving by youngsters is the primary cause of such accidents. They are not scared of putting their lives at risk. They ignore the traffic rules because they know that their influential parents would help them deal with the law in some way or the other. There are too many minors too driving recklessly without licenses. They pose a greater risk to the lives of other innocent people. I would suggest that the parents of these minors be booked under the law for allowing their children to drive. The police patrolling must be intensified. I would be grateful if urgent steps are taken to stop any further loss of human life. Yours faithfully, Akriti Singh. Next question. The roads in your area are in a very bad shape. Write a letter to the municipal councillor of your area giving him or her your suggestion on how he or she can help in improving the condition of the locality. You are Jagriti or Jagan Mitra, resident of 42 Model Town, Faridabad. So, this is how you have to write. Have a look. Address, date. To whom are you addressing? The Municipal Councillor, Town Hall Office, New Faridabad. Dear Sir, subject. What is the subject here? Complaint against the bad condition of roads. So I wish to draw your attention to the poor maintenance of roads and lights in our locality. The roads in our locality have not been repaired for a long time. There are potholes and ditches on the roads everywhere. The condition of the road becomes worst during the rainy season. This causes accidents. At night, people stumble down. Moreover, these potholes provide breeding ground for mosquitoes. Thus, there is an outbreak of malaria. Most of the street lights in our locality are out of order, which causes darkness, snatching, burglary, and theft have become order of the day. The thieves are committing crimes, take advantage of the darkness, and run away. I suggest that patrolling in the area should be intensified. But before that, the municipal authorities have to take urgent steps to repair the roads. This repair work should be taken periodically. I therefore request you to kindly take further remedial actions so that people of the area feel safer with good roads and street lights. Yours faithfully, Jagriti Basu. So children, formal letter writing, note down whatever I have done in this session, read, go through again and again so that you are thorough with it and you have no problem and you are able to do well in the examinations. That's all. Thank you. Goodbye.